Hey there, Lisa Renee here, and this is Motivational Mindset Monday. Before we get started, if you have not already, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe below to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I have a new video come out. As well, if you would give me a thumbs up if you find any value in my videos, it's certainly appreciated. So, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I've been learning about manifestation and learning how and doing meditations and visualizations. And currently, I've known about the law of attraction for a very long time, though I haven't always put it into practice. And I am going through the book Law of Attraction by Michael Lozier, and it's a very, very easy read. It simply puts everything so that everybody can understand it, and I want to explain a few things because, as you know, I'm a big proponent of learning things. You know, I learn things and then I feel it's my responsibility to share that with you, to teach that to you. But as well, you could also get this book. I've got a link below for that if you would like. And it's just such a simple law. I mean, it's a scientific law of attraction. I mean, I don't know all the... He talks about the details of how it goes down into the cells and in the atoms and the neurons and the protons and right, but they respond to positive and negative emotions completely different. So if you're experiencing something positive, the deep down in your cells, you send out a vibration that is positive, and then you as well attract that back to you, because that's all that magnetic stuff that goes on in the cells and the neurons and all the way down, deep down inside your body physically. We are the same way. We put that out into the world, and then we are a magnet to bring it back to us. So this is, in modern history, this law of attraction has been written about all the way back to 1906. William Atkinson, he wrote Thought Vibration, or the Law of Attraction in Thought World. 1926, Ernest Holmes, Basic Ideas of Science of Mind. I mean, it's the concept, well, it's not just a concept, but the knowledge of this law, universal law, has always been around. But it's only recently that we've really opened up to it again, because the ancients and the mystic cultures have known about this and have known how to tap into it for thousands of years. And you know, sometimes, excuse me, allergies, I have allergies as bad as my dog. Sometimes you might experience like deja vus, or out of the blue you might call something, or it's a coincidence, karma, fate. Well, it's actually the law of attraction going on. And because what you put out into the world is what comes back, and you know, perhaps you've run into somebody for a long time and you're like, oh, or haven't seen for a long time, excuse me. And you're like, oh, I've just been thinking about you. You put that into the universe, it's drawn to you. And that's with any aspect of your life, anything that's going on in your life. All your emotions, you have to learn to shift your emotional being. You don't want to put that negativity out. Every negative emotion puts out a negative vibration, and then it attracts that back to you. So the more you are negative, the more you attract negativity. Some of the feelings Michael writes about, you know, negative feelings: disappointment, loneliness, lack, sadness, confusion, stress, anger, hurt. Every time you feel those things, you're putting a vibration out there, which also then draws it back to you. It's like what you give, you receive. So you want to, try to elevate your emotions and experience more of joy, love, excitement, abundance, pride, comfort, confidence, affection. All of those emotions put out there a positive vibration into the universe. And that means it will come back to you, all that positivity. These teachings there's nothing new. What is new is in the last couple decades, I've been reading a lot. I've been studying a lot about manifestation and raising my vibration. It's all about words. Thoughts are words. So it's also all your thoughts, things you think of, create an image of a word. How you feel, that has a word. So you have to be careful about the words you are saying. You have to be careful about the words you're thinking. There is some words that you need to eliminate and rephrase them. Because if you put they, don't, not, and no into your thoughts, words, or actions, or visions, those are all negative. What if I said, do not think of the Statue of Liberty? You just thought of the Statue of Liberty, didn't you? We are not going to talk about that elephant in the room. And then you think of that elephant in the room. I mean, this is just what happens. So you want to be able to change that. When you tell somebody, don't hesitate to call, what are they going to do? They're going to hesitate to call. Instead, say, call me soon. It's all positive. There's no not, don't, no's. You got to eliminate those. It's all negative. You tell somebody, don't panic. What do? Oh, panic. I got perfect example. My husband, when he thinks something is going to upset me or make me angry, he always says, so, don't be mad, but all of a sudden now I'm prepared to get mad. Or he says, I don't want to upset you, but all of a sudden I'm waiting to get upset by something, right? You don't want to do those things. I don't want this to hurt me. You're talking about maybe you're getting a shot and you just tell yourself, I'll be fine. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt. I don't want my clients to cancel. I want my clients to keep their appointments. You get where I'm going with all this? You just got to keep things positive. And there's an actual formula that Michael details in this book to identifying and focusing on so that you can attract more of the things you want and less of the things you do not. See, there's that word again. The 3-step formula he uses for deliberate attraction, the law of attraction, to attract the things that you do want. You got to identify your desire, and a lot of people have a hard time with that. But in his book, he goes through how you can do that. And then step 2 is give your desire that attention, because what you focus on, where your energy goes, what you're focused on, energy flows. And so you got to be careful what you are focusing on. And then you must allow it. You've got to actually believe it and allow it to happen. You can't rush things. You can't make things happen. But this is the beginning of how to actually make the law of attraction work for you in your life. And I am experiencing it. I am working on, creating more abundance. And that's not just in money, but in my life in general, for relationship, for, how I interact with people, and also, on growing my businesses and creating that wealth that I intend to have. And So everything you do for self-improvement that can help you along the way, I mean, you can manifest and create your future, because we have that innate ability, but most of us don't tap into it. We focus more on what's going out in the world and how negatively it affects us, and so most of us end up receiving that negativity. It's as simple as when you're thinking about money and you look in your empty wallet and you think, I don't have anything, I'm never going to have any money. You're right. You are right. Instead of thinking, I got so much debt and I'll never get out of debt. Well, you're right. Debt itself has a negative connotation. Think things like, I am paying my bills. I am creating. I have an abundance of income. You have to think and act as it already has happened. And this is when magical things start to happen. But I encourage you to get this. It's a very simple, easy to read book, and it will help you greatly on your path to creating the life that you want. You can create your future and then just step into it. It's absolutely possible. So there are a lot of things that can help you along the way. This is just one of them. I think I have links I can put down there for you about, talked about Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he is a huge proponent of inner self and inner ability to create the life you want, and he does deep meditational aspects of that. But there's just so much out there. If you are willing to work on yourself, you can create the life you've always dreamed of. It is true. So, folks, I've been just dying to give you all the information I get when I get it, and I will continue to do so, because it's like a calling for me. I'm learning as I go on this sharing and videoing, and I will be at some point able to bring a more professional aspect, I hope, but at the same time, I like to keep it real, and so that those of you who can relate to me can understand that I'm learning as I go. I mean, I started in a bad place. I've had a lot of negativity throughout the years of my life. I will be 60 this year. It was September of 2022. And I just have so much positivity going on now that I know the rest of my life is going to be so much more fabulous than the first 60 years. And they weren't all bad. I've had a lot of good times in my life, and a lot of fun, but a lot of pain and a lot of heartache. And just recently experienced a horrible bout of depression over this last winter of 21-22. But I was able to get through it because I had a deep belief that I was in control of myself. And so I was able to pull myself up and get out of it. And here we are in the most positive, thrilling, exciting, exhilarating life that I am walking into slowly. It's going to be everything I've ever dreamed of. And you can do the same. All right, that's it for today for Motivational Mindset Monday, and I will see you again next Monday or on one of my other videos. Bye.